Top 10 things to do in lockdown. Alright, this is my personal list of what I've been doing during lockdown, and I thought maybe it'd help you guys as well to pass some time or to find new things to do whilst you're bored out of your head. So I'm not saying these in any particular order. I'm just going to give you a list of what I've been doing, and I'm sure a lot of you people have been doing what I've been doing as well. But you know, just in case you haven't, or if there's a few on there that you haven't been doing, then you know, just listen to the list and it might give you a few more things to do during lockdown and not be so bored. Let's get into it. I just want to say quickly, I know this is very late in lockdown to be doing this list, but I thought, I've not even seen anything like it, so I thought I'll do it anyway. And I know a few more people are going to be in lockdown for a lot longer like myself in terms of my job. So number one on the list is go on a walk. I can't express, I know all of you have been going on a walk. You're like, why did you tell me to go on a walk? And I know I've, like, you've been on a walk, but I feel like it's important to know for the people that haven't gone on a walk that there's so much outside your front door, on your doorstep. You don't realise, like when I went on a walk at the beginning of lockdown, I didn't realise how beautiful it was around where I live, like all the country and stuff like that. I feel like even if you live in the top story of some London apartments in the middle of the city, you can go find some stuff that you've never really experienced before, like go walk some places that you've not seen. Walking's a really good thing, and I know everybody already is, but I think it's one of the important ones because there's so much to it, and you can have such a good time. You can spend hours walking, and it's a lot of your day taken up, and then you've been productive as well. Second on the list, again in no particular order, a bike ride, which is kind of the same as a walk in terms of getting outdoors and exploring, but with a bike you can go further and in less time, so you can see more. And I think it's better for you physically in terms of exercise and stuff like that as well. But always wear a helmet. And like when I'm explaining these sort of stuff, I'm going to show you bits and bobs of what I've been doing. And if I haven't got decent footage myself, I'll be putting other videos in here. So yeah, and I'll put all the links to anything I do in the description down below. Bike riding is a lot more fun and active than walking, even though walking's active as well and fun. Number 3, cook and bake. So baking, I was like, a lot of my mates were saying, oh, I'm baking and all that. I was like, baking. You know, I was like, that's what my gran does.
Oh yes, we're doing a little banana bread. Baking at its finest right here, guys. It's probably the easiest thing to make. But I tell you what, the finished product is very, very good. And it takes your mind away from things, you can do stuff. And I tell you what, you've got to start somewhere. Next time you'll see me making some sort of 27 layered wedding cake. But we'll keep going. Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes.
Okay, 45 minutes and counting.
But little did I know it was actually quite fun. Even though it took me about 12 attempts to make a decent banana bread, which is the easiest thing to make, I enjoyed it, and I've been baking a lot more. I've been making some cheesecakes, some banana breads, but that's about it because I don't have any actual cake tins, but I'm happy doing that. And in terms of cooking, I've always been into cooking, always enjoyed it, but I've learned a lot more because I've had a lot more time to do it. I've been buying fresh ingredients and making a lot more stuff from scratch, like pastas, fajitas, but from scratch with all the tortillas and stuff. It's great, like it's a nice thing to do, and it takes up some time, and it's fun, and it tastes nicer than just buying pre-packaged, pre-made sauces and stuff like that. So I stress that you should cook and bake a lot more at home. It's fun, alright? It's fun. Number 4 on the list is home workouts and running. So I'm going to put some home workouts in the description of what I've been doing because I've liked them. I've not been doing as much as I should recently, but at the beginning of the lockdown I did. And it's just a good way to keep your mental, straight and keep your brain informed and not get depressed. Like I feel like personally in lockdown I've been getting I feel like a waste. I don't know what to do. I've been feeling depressed. I've been feeling annoyed. And I feel like working out is really good for your mental health and keeps your mental state in a strong way. And running's really good for that as well, even though it's very hard. I always feel like with running, the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the run are the worst, and then once you pass that wall, you can go for as long as you want. So like the other week I did 10k in a run, 10,000 kilometers, and I never thought I'd be able to do it like that. I did it in an hour and I was buzzing, but I know a lot of people can do it in a lot less. So yeah, I just feel like running's important for you. Well, running and working out is important in general, outside of lockdown. But, you know, just to kind of add it, to beef up the list, I suppose. But moving on, we've got books and audio books. So I feel like this one's really important as well because it keeps your brain stimulated and you're not just staring at a screen watching TV series, playing games all the time, but we'll speak about them later. Audiobooks and books, like, it just depends on preference. So I was going to say books, but then I thought audiobooks is the same thing apart from there being read to you. And I've done both. I've read books and listened to books, and I'll put them in the description as well. I'll show you them here, which ones I've been listening to and reading. But in terms of audiobooks, I think they're really good because sometimes when you're reading a book, you can read it and think, am I reading this in the right context? Is this the perception that the author had? But with audiobooks, you know you're getting the correct perception and the correct context in terms of which the book was expected to be perceived. So which is really cool. And some of the narrators on Audible are really good and make the book a lot more interesting than you would yourself. So on number 6, and that comes down to gaming, guys. Look, don't get what you say. Fair enough, if you're spending 8 to 12 hours on a game a day, then you're probably melting and turning into a vegetable, unless you are a content creator, because obviously that is your job and that's an allowed time for a job. Woo! But look, I do that anyway, you know what I mean? I do that anyway, I might be a vegetable. But with gaming, I'm loving at the moment. I try to go on games like after 6 PM after dinner and then spend most of my evening on them, to be honest. I've been smashing Call of Duty Warzone, FIFA 20, doing a lot of stuff like that, but I just think it's something fun, and it's like usually looked down upon, like in normal life, you know, when everybody's doing everything like, oh, you're gaming, like blah blah blah, but now we've got an excuse as gamers, you know what I mean? And it is getting huge. So yeah, number 6 is gaming. Remember, in no particular order. Number 7, which is personally what I think, if I was to rank these things, is the most important. So number 7 is learn a new skill. Or if there's always that thing that you've had in the back of your head, like, I always want to do this, but I've not got enough time with school or work or anything like that, I feel like learning a new skill, now is the time to learn a new skill. It's the most, you've got all the time in the world, literally. Unless you are still working and you are a key worker, I understand this, you can. So this is mainly to the people in lockdown, on lockdown. So, for example, I've been doing a lot more Spanish. I'm trying to, I definitely will become fluent in Spanish one day. I've had a lot of people be really nice and teach me and stuff like that, so it's great. But I've been putting a lot more effort into it and, you know, putting that message out that I want to do Spanish and putting a lot more time into it. So that's a skill I want to learn, is Spanish. So if yours is, you know, doing some extra activity or like sports, you know, throwing a few more hoops, if you've got a basketball hoop in your back garden, or you've got football doing kick-ups, just keep on, you know, helping that skill. If you want to read a certain book, or, you know, learn maths or English or learn a new language like myself, just learn a new skill. We're never going to have this amount of time to ourselves again, guys. Or if we are, you know, don't know what we're going to do. But like right now, everybody's complaining, saying it's ruined the year, which it has. It's taken up the most of our year. The year's a write-off. But look, don't complain about it. There's no worse than complaining. Make the most of it. So in this time, learn your new skill and smash it. When you go back to work or school, you'll think like, oh, I should have done a lot more of this in lockdown. So let that be heard, right? You guys do something, learn a new skill. Don't just melt this whole time playing video games and reading or whatever. Just make sure you do something productive. Number 8 is Zoom or FaceTime calling your family and friends and having like quiz sessions and stuff like that. I think that's fun. I've done it with family, I've done it with the work lot, and we've done like quiz masters, stuff like that. It's really fun to kind of keep everybody engaged with each other as well, because it's easy to forget about and keep in touch with friends and family, especially when you're all in the same boat. But it's really fun, and it makes you remember and miss a lot more of what actual life is like. So I think, you know, Zoom calling your friends and family is fairly self-explanatory. Just keep in touch with your friends and fam. Number 9. Now, I don't know about you guys, but how exciting is food shopping now? Like, I love going food shopping. I can leave the house, I can, you know, it's fantastic. I know a lot of people will think, oh, you know, as long as you're safe, like, as long as you're safe and you're washing your hands when you come back and, you know, not touching your face or anything. Look, I enjoy shopping now. I used to hate it, but now I can go out of the house, I can go on a nice little trek to the shop, And because I've been doing a lot more cooking and baking, I'm enjoying the shopping more because I know what I need to get, and I know like fresh foods and stuff like that. I've been buying a lot more veg and eating a lot better within myself, so shopping is nice, and I just enjoy going out for the day to shop, which is weird, but I'm sure you guys will be in the same boat. Like, you enjoy going to shop or not? Let me know. Number 10, I'm just going to put binge a TV show, because I'm sure we've all been binging TV shows. I want you guys to tell me what you've been binging down below in the comments. So personally, I've been binging Money Heist. I smashed that, which was fantastic. My favourite thing I've watched so far in life. Ozark, which is a very close second. Ozark, absolutely fantastic. If you've not seen Ozark, go watch it. Jason Bateman is I usually see him in films and TV shows, and he plays more of a comedic guy, and this is so serious, and he's directed it as well. So big part, like, honestly, fantastic show. I'm currently watching The Last Dance with, you know, based on Michael Jordan and stuff like that. So, you know, it's nice to watch something at bed, but like, I've been getting into bad routines where I've been going to sleep at 3 in the morning because of binging. So just be careful about that, and try and keep yourself in a good routine and maintain like a positive headspace. But yeah, that's about it for the video. I just thought I'd share my top things to do during lockdown with you guys. Any videos or examples or references I have used in this video that are not mine, I will link in the description so you guys can, you know, go give them credit or whatever. That was the top things to do during the lockdown from me. Let me know if you guys think there's anything different I should have added onto the list down below, or if there's anything different you guys have been doing that you can, you know, recommend to me. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and ciao.